the great Ryan Walter and the legend that is Guy Lafleur. Oh yeah, you guys together. And in the commercial break, Wally goes, "Oh, I've got some stories about my former teammate Guy," and I'm like, "Hold those stories. Now you may tell."
Well, we're so thankful to have Guy with us for October the 11th out in Abbotsford. But you know, I was saying to Guy in the green room, I would always try to get on the ice first, you know, for practice. I figured I'm a kid from Burnaby. I got to work on my game, and I could never get on first. He was always on. Here's the best player in the NHL, and he's on the ice first in practice.
And why was that? Was that just the way you?
That's the way I was, and I really enjoyed being alone on the ice at the Forum, so it was very, very special for me to be there, and I feel very privileged to have the opportunity of doing that.
So when Ryan calls you and says, "Want to come out?" you say, "Yeah."
I was already there.
You're already there.
He came early this morning too. So, and the other thing I remember for Guy is we would in Montreal we would all get fan mail.
Right.
But think of the fan mail that he would get. I mean, it was piles. I remember, you know, Guy would be, and he'd sign everyone. And I used to, Jody, you'll love this. I used to get these fan letters. Ryan Walter, you're the greatest player in the Montreal. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame. You're leading the team. P.S. Could you get me Guy Lafleur's autograph?
And you probably did.
Oh yeah, I handed over to him.
Do we have some B-roll of these guys playing in those days? If we do, just roll them in here, guys. It is just, you know, take us back to a time where there was no advertising on the rink boards, and you were just saying you guys brought your kids to practice.
Yeah, and look at the pads, Guy. Like the nice thing is those goalie pads.
Yeah.
And Guy used to wear those little.
There's a cap.
Just a cap for a shoulder pad. Like it has changed a lot.
So much. And Guy, when you look at a team like the Abbotsford Heat or those young ones coming up, what is the piece of advice that you give to those who might be leading the way, might be the bright light on their team? Because clearly you had success from a very young age and a work ethic that went along with it. You earned it. But what do you tell that young up-and-coming hockey player?
I think it's to focusing on their goals. You know, if their dream is to play in the NHL, they have to do everything to work it out. You know, and they have to make sure that their goal is to play in the NHL and do all sacrifice, and it's worth it. So, with the money they're making today,
Right,
I would do the sacrifice.
You do the same thing and keep your head about you when you make that money, because it can be. Okay, we got some Ryan playing in Montreal as well. We got to show your viz, because a little later in the vintage, because you got the rink boards, more of the business coming into the game. Your time clearly in Montreal was a big deal. We like to own you here, being a Burnaby boy and playing and being such a big part of the Vancouver Canucks. And now with the Abbotsford Heat, the home opener, you've brought a 4-pack of tickets to give away, which we love. How is Guy involved in the event?
Well, thank you, Jody. Well, we'll make sure that whoever wins that 4-pack from you not only brings 4 people to the game, but Guy's been kind enough to say that he'll sign their autographs. So
take pictures with them.
And take pictures, and so that's pretty exciting. You know, someone can get a.
When you get older, that's all you're doing.
I don't know. That handshake was pretty solid, my friend. I think you could probably still play fairly well. I wouldn't want to be in net taking your shots. Do you want to hang out with these guys at the Abbotsford Heat home opener? Contest at btvancouver.ca right now. It's a 4-pack. Subject line, Lafleur, of course. Guy will sign your tickets and take some photos with you. Yes, that will be adorning your man cave for years to come. Thank you so much for being here.
Jody.
Go easy on me.
Thank you.
Now don't.